Hi guys, welcome back to another online session. This is for my students of architecture, so others can kind of scroll down if you will. You are most welcome to stay back, but do hit that like button, right? And if you are watching this on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon, which is very important for you to get notifications of this particular videos, which I keep sharing and such other videos in future. Myself, Dr. Saptarshi Shankar Chakravarti. I have been practicing and preaching as an architect for the past 2 decades across India and abroad. With my hands-on experience in designing and building numerous projects, I've gained some real-life insight which you guys know I keep sharing with the students out there. Today, let me tell you something very intriguing, something very important, which is close to my heart and also close to many of the students out there. Let's talk something about very interesting aspects of a very interesting subject in architecture, which is called the architectural study tool. Many of the students love it. But sometimes people ask, either students or maybe their parents, how do we benefit from such educational trips in architecture? See, educational trips are important in many ways. Going on field trips, educational trips or study tours means more than simply leaving the campus ground. Educational trips always have a major architectural impact or educational element, but the impact of educational trips can be extended much further beyond architecture. The importance of educational trips also includes giving students the chance to build closer bonds with others, experience new environments, and enjoy something always which is away from the routine. So you learn more. And if you learn more, as I say, if you learn more, you earn more. In general, human memory is more oriented towards the pictures than particular words, if you want to speak, or what is written there. So you have a visual memory, more so to the architecture students. And it's absolutely true for architects. So our memory is oriented visually. We always tend to be more visual, either by nature or by training of this architectural curriculum. And this is the main concept behind an architectural tour. A study tour is nothing but the planned combination of tours, site visits, and measure drawings, with the target of global learning, which can enhance the knowledge of students and can help them to see the clear picture of the theoretical things that they have been studying in their class. So basically, you see this experience when you go there, out there is an experience. Out in the nature, there is experience. Out in the architecture, there is an experience, and experience is the glue to your memory, which does not happen in a classroom. So this is what it is all about. So schools of architecture plan educational or study tours every year. That is as per the COA norms. But of course, in a pandemic kind of a situation, there are certain deviations from those norms definitely. But every year, these different routes through which the architectural of routes of architectural significance through which the students of architecture has taken, they learn different concepts, ideas, strategies which are being used at different time and space. As far as the benefits of study tours are concerned, I would say it is only during such tours students can actually see and get enriched by their knowledge of those particular places and people they have about the classroom, other than what they had learned in their classrooms, other than that they have already studied in books, and it is beyond bookish knowledge, right? So experiential journey is important because experience again is the glue to your memory, right? I discuss in this particular concept of experiential journey and the psychology of architecture, then the experience that a student gathers in their due course of studying architecture in detail in my book Think Beyond Architecture. If you want to grab a copy, grab it out. It's available on Amazon. Have a check of this particular chapter. It is out there. In detail, we can discuss, we can see what it is there. Along with professional skill development, students can get the chance to try out the live measure drawings of the buildings which they had learned in their books. Educational trips can give students exposure to places that might not otherwise be. It is not possible to get that particular exposure when you are in a classroom. This can grow a student's independence and confidence as they explore more and more new places and local customs and so on. Perhaps more important, the most important rather, students gain new insight into their own culture, which they never get. In a city, you do not know what is your culture out there in the wild, in the woods, in the whatever, in the villages or places of history. And you get a better global perspective of your land. I have published very detailed article on this particular topic. Go check out my page, go check out my social media platforms and channels and everywhere. You know a lot of insight on this particular topic. So let's discuss some important aspects of this. The primary one are new sites. When students and teachers are together outside the classroom, new educational environment and experiences are possible. Students have the opportunity to observe many things that are not available in the campus. Let me tell you, discussing the educational trip beforehand is wise because it allows students to know what they will experience during the time off in the campus and what they will experience out of their homes and out in that particular region. Next comes the informal learning environment. Study tours provide valuable educational opportunities away from the classroom without using textbooks and other tools. Use a normal college setting. Students on educational trips can often learn while having the fun in a more informal environment. Since the educational trips have staff members who already are hands-on teaching with students, who are engaged with students, who are the architects, in fact the people who are teaching this particular students are there, such as the professors, the students are doubly excited because they can learn new stuff from the same people. Yeah? So it's the win-win situation for both. Next is perspective. Students of architecture benefit from educational trips by gaining new perspective on the world around them. This is especially true for more extensive and longer study tours where the students travel farther away from their homes. By coming into direct contact with a different environment or even a new culture or language or place or space or whatsoever, students can better understand their place in that particular community, their existence, how it is in that special environment, and develop an openness to different new things. Next is variety. Educational trips also function to put some variety into otherwise regimental lesson plans that are there in your classroom. Instead of spending every day in the classroom or in your studios for that matter, students get to learn a new environment. In a new environment, they learn new stuff with a new perspective. Educational trips also may give students a chance to interact with other students from other schools or their other classes, and can learn together, grow together, or participate in group activities. Next is learning styles. Educational trips will often cater to more than one learning style, making them excellent teaching tools for certain kind of lot of students who are more into experiential learning, who are not really that good in classroom. The classroom style of learning, these styles are completely different. So experiential learning from study tours is more in those kind of students. Classroom lectures apply primarily to audio learners who learn best by listening, and the study tour, it happens where you're visually, you're exciting of other senses, and that is how you learn. Visual learners can benefit for by that visual aids, which of course exist in the classroom but present in a bigger and better scale during an educational trip. Finally, for tactile learners, educational trips offer an uncommon opportunity to perform hands-on learning. Next is coming to classroom supplement. It is important for School of Architecture to choose educational trips for augmenting existing lesson plans and synchronizing it with classroom learning. A careful designed study tour can serve to illustrate difficult concepts or eliminate the general limitations of a classroom altogether by providing more specific and detailed information out there. Your professors who are there with you on the study tour can also provide professional insight about variety of aspects of your town from their own personal experience. So students of architecture, take a note of this. And finally, education trips are fun, guys. Even the most informative educational trips usually have an element of recreation, making time to unwind for all students. No matter how much students learn during that particular education trip, their favorite memories may only be based on the enjoyment of that day. Because again, excitement, enjoyment, the experience, it is the glue to the memory of the students. Getting away from campus for some time is always exciting for students, and educational trips are always highly appreciated. And definitely because students will return to the classroom with a renewed vigor, renewed force, renewed focus and enthusiasm for what they have learned outside the college. I have seen this practically in my experience in the last 2 decades. Students learn a lot out there when they are with professors and all. I would like to know your thoughts, your views, your comments. As a student, as a faculty, as any other practicing architect, how important is architectural education to you? Write your comments in that box below. I want to read them out. I want to get in touch with you. Let's discuss one-on-one. What is your view, your comments, your focus on this particular topic is? I'll get back to you on a one-on-one problem. Bye-bye.